What if true freedom isn't about having everything, but needing nothing? Picture a man who fears no one, wants almost nothing, and can't be controlled. Not by society, not even by kings. This is the story of the freest man who ever lived. We're told freedom looks like success, money, status, comfort. But what if all of that quietly puts chains on you? Today's story is about someone who walked away from all of it and became untouchable. This is Diogenes. Diogenes lived in ancient Greece, but he refused to live the way everyone else did. While people around him chased wealth and reputation, he let it all go. There's a story that he once owned a cup, until he saw a child drink water with his hands, and he said, "A child has beaten me in simplicity." Then he threw the cup away. He slept in a barrel in the middle of the marketplace. And sometimes he would walk through the streets in broad daylight holding a lamp, saying he was looking for an honest man. People even called him a dog for the way he lived, shameless, simple, and completely indifferent to social rules. And instead of being offended, he embraced it. To most people, it looked like he had nothing. But in his eyes, he had removed everything that could own him. Diogenes believed something simple but brutal. The more you need, the less free you are. If you need approval, you follow the crowd. If you need comfort, you start fearing discomfort. If you need success, you depend on things you can't control. So he cut those needs down again and again, until almost nothing remained, and when there's nothing left to lose, fear disappears with it. One day, the most powerful man in the world came to meet him, Alexander the Great, a man who had conquered vast lands, a man who could give almost anything. He stood over Diogenes and said, "Ask me for whatever you want." Diogenes looked up at him and replied, "Stand out of my sunlight." That was it. No request, no hesitation, just a man who needed nothing, standing in front of a man who had everything. And strangely, it didn't feel like the king had the power in that moment. Most people wouldn't choose to live like Diogenes. And maybe that's not the point. His life leaves you with a question that's hard to ignore. How much of your life depends on things you can't live without? Because every need, no matter how normal it feels, gives something else control over you. Diogenes removed those controls, one by one, until there was almost nothing left to take from him. The freest man who ever lived didn't build an empire. He didn't chase success. He didn't try to have more. He just refused to be owned. And maybe that's what freedom really is. Think about it. What's one thing you couldn't give up? And what does that say about your freedom? If this made you see things differently, stick around for more.